late. I got sidetracked on a YouTube live and forgot what I had to get done. I raced in the speed limit, took my child to school. Life is good, we're fine. And so now I just need to drag this bad boy over here so that we can see all of the beautiful comments. Alright. Boom. Also, it looks like the lens is a bit dirty, so just excuse me for a moment. That feels a bit better, doesn't it? I thought I cleaned it, but apparently I missed. So it's fine. Let's just mute this and get up the chats so that I can see that you're all talking to me. Feels somewhat important, doesn't it? Seems legit. Yes, I still have to Google myself all the time. Always a fun one. Now, I have not cut the handles for Changeling. We are going to do gold glitter because amazing. But I didn't get there because I was sidetracked with life. Oh, cool. I can now see the comments. That helps. Done. I'm in my comfy shorts today. Sometimes you just want to be comfortable, right? So, the first thing I need to do is, no, I don't want a new project. I want my stuff, and then I want the handles. I still haven't decided what shaped handles, guys. Good morning. Good morning. We're just going to click make it. Life will be fine. And then I just need to pick a shape. Does anybody have a preference on what shape I make the handles for the Changeling? I'm sure you don't. My machine is connected, so that's good. We need a mat to put this on. Hiya. Alright, so I got, Santa came early because I need them. And I have new mats. These are from Shein, and I think the 3-pack of the 3 different ones was like $12. And they be sticky, so yay. Ugh. We keep that sheet. Then we're gonna put this on upside down. This is always way harder than I want. Right, so we are not doing the bats. The bats is the wrong vibe. So my person that I got says that her favorite color is green. She likes sunflowers, flamingos, silver, not gold, but I'm doing gold because it's yellow and it matches the sunflower thing. I'm trying to build a whole vibe here. But the jewelry we're going to do is going to be silver. She likes spring, so the flowers, which is why I went with sunflowers, with a gold, just because this particular color tape matches better than the other one I had. So I don't think you guys have ever seen me do square handles, so maybe we'll do those, because that's fun, right? Spread them out a little bit so I don't there we go. Continue. We are going to hit tooling leather and then not do extra because this is quite thin. I also might need to put some stability hardware, cardboardy stuff in it. But that's fine. We'll just set it off to the side. It's going to suck in the new mat, which I love. I might have to guess where the handles go because I don't know where my printouts are. My room is in shambles at the moment. It is strongly, highly on my list as soon as I get through the last market of the year. So I'm trying to make skeleton reindeers and more bags and everything. So I do plan on making a bunch of these. I might even do it as a production sew video because for 20 bucks, they are actually cheaper than the ones I saw in a shop yesterday. I just went and had a bit of a look to see like what's in the shops and what things sell for. And a non-fluffy, whatever, version of this was like $24.95. And I'm like, mine is so much cooler. So for 20 bucks, I am hoping that I sell crap tons. Yeah. Yay. Oh, and what happened to wearing the t-shirt? Very good point. I forgot. Let me just put it on now. I will not be stripping on camera, obviously. Ha! I was running late. I totally got sidetracked with tidying and organizing. Here we go. New shirt. Bam! I know it's backwards. Oh, no. I forgot to tie it on. Now I have to actually thread my machine. Who wants to do such things, honestly? There's a reason I don't like doing it this way, because it takes forever. It's not that I can't thread my machine, guys. I totally can. But how much extra effort did that all just look like? Honestly. So it must be mailed by the 5th. So on the 6th, what's going to happen? If you've never entered a swapsy before, let me just break it down a little bit further. You've got until the 5th of December to put it in the mail, right? It doesn't have to arrive to your person by the 5th because that's unrealistic and I would not have given you enough time. I'm hoping that if you put it in the mail by the 5th, it will reach the person just before Christmas. This is how I've kind of mapped it out. I also didn't want to have the due dates too close to Christmas because it would stress people out. So the idea is you've got from now until the 5th to physically put it in the mail. You must, and I cannot stress this enough, you must go onto Elster and change your settings to mailed and then put in the tracking code. Because once you've got those information, it's essentially out of your hands and everything that goes wrong from that point forward is the postage, like the postie's fault, right? So you've got until the 5th to get it in the mail. You must go on Elster whenever you've sent it. You can, if you send it today, I'm going to send mine today. So I will go onto Elster today and click sent, and it usually asks for a tracking number, and then you just continue on. I think I gave nearly 3 weeks to do this, and you've got to remember, it can be anything handmade in it. But you already, like if you have a business, you might have something on your shelf that you can literally shove in and off you go. So in which case it'll take you 1 hour to make something. I am making everything because I'm ridiculous, and we all know that that's true. So because of that, I am making it all. But if you've already got stuff in your stash, you can absolutely use that instead of making new things. These are my handles. These would be cute little patches for something, so we're going to keep them. I might even do something fancy with them and the DTF machine. We'll be turning the DTF machine on later, but it's loud, so we're not doing it yet. Also, quite a lot of glitter has stuck to my mat, which kind of sucks, but what do you do? So I will be offering, as of next year, I have so many plans, but I basically just need to get through this last market for the year, because it's my last time to basically make a crap ton of money. So I need 5 of each style bag. I need to make 10 reindeers that glow in the dark. My paint came, so that's exciting. I need lots of things. See how that's not going to be strong enough? We're going to add some stabilizer of some description in a minute. We're going to just set them aside and do this first because it's here. So yeah, basically, what was I saying? Oh, the market, right. So I need to get the market done. I have plans, people. And then after that, I am going to work out the cost and offer DTFs. I am going to have some printed that you can get the You're Not the Boss of Me shirts and essentially start merch. But I will not be getting the t-shirts. So the t-shirt part is totally on you. I have no desire to become a t-shirt business. I don't have the space. I don't have the want. I like all the things. So at this stage, I will not become a t-shirt business. Now that might change in the future because we all know I change my mind a lot. But for now, you will only be getting DTFs from me. And the main reason is because I don't want to have a million different sizings of t-shirts here. I don't feel like that would be fun for me. I would also have to do a lot of research into what t-shirts to get because that just feels painful. No interest in it at this stage. And again, it might change in the future and I might be like, stuff it. Let's do custom shirts. I mean, I could take it to the market, have them all pre-printed, and then just take the heat press and iron them on. But it just means that every time I add something new to my market, something else kind of has to go. And I don't want to get rid of anything as yet. If you're in Townsville or surrounding areas, I will actually be doing a demo where you come to my house and I'm going to show you why you want all the machines I have. So I can have 8 people. We're going to do demos. You'll get a little take home whether you want a machine or not. Will I be shipping to the States? Of course I can. I can ship anywhere, so long as you're happy to pay the ridiculous costs of postage, because I am not in charge of those prices. But I will ship to the States. Like, and if there's enough people in the States that want stuff from me, maybe I could ship it to Sandra and then she could ship it out and then it works out cheaper, you know? I'm going to clip this one because the other one was kind of, you know, being a bit of a jerk. Better. So what I'm doing now is this is what they call peeled foam. It is 6mm just base foam. I love this for the boxy pouches. It's squishy enough but stable enough. It's just, it makes me happy for these. So I am going to make them out of this. You can use bag foam. They are just super tough if you do. And now that I've clipped it, life is easier. Who would have thought? So I think I've got everything I need for this, and you're going to see it all on camera. So you're going to see what this person gets. The only thing I haven't done is like a note or a card, which I should probably get onto. But also, she'll probably watch this video, so even if I forget the card, because let's be honest, there's a very high chance I'll forget to put a card in at the end of this video. I do it all the time. I don't mean to. Most people I've sent to, I have forgotten to put the card in. So I'm going to keep reminding you guys now. Make sure you say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever you want to say from and your name so that people know. Unless you want to be anonymous and you want to do like full Kris Kringle and nobody knows who it was, you could do that. I actually don't even care. That'd be cool. Zip up! Now, because we're live, I don't even care. We are going to customize the zipper pull because we can, right? The whole point is handmade and custom and glorious, and I have a laser. Love my laser. We're going to use my laser to customize the zipper pull. What was that? What just beeped? Did you guys hear that too? I don't know anything that beeps like that. Oh, yes I do. Okay. Took me a second there. It is my skull diffuser. I reckon I just ran out of water. That's my guess. It's the only thing I can think of that's on. Alright, so in all Tory glory, we don't pre-cut it, we put it on and then cut it, and you waste nothing. I see a lot of videos where people cut like a rough amount and then cut off the excess. If you have 1 inch extra, right? 8 bags, that's a whole zipper pull. You probably make more than 8 things. Like, I don't understand why people have like a rough and then trim it down. You should just trim it to the size. You waste less. Life is good. I am open to hear why people do it. I just don't understand it myself. Why would you waste zipper tape unnecessarily? It's different if you've bought predetermined lengths of it and then you have to trim it down because that's how it came. That's very different. Like if you got ones with little cute stopper ends on them, I understand why you'd have to cut that down because it's too long. But when you're doing it by the meter, I've never understood why people have extra and then cut it down later. Am I missing something? Do you guys do that? Is there a reason for it? Because I am curious. I like lately, and this is a new thing because I used to do it the opposite way. Lately, I like sewing with my lining side up next to a zipper. I don't know why. I can't necessarily feel the difference. I just like it. Alright, so we're going to pull both down and top stitch both. This makes it stay away from the zipper pull, which makes it a nicer bag to just like use, in my opinion. You can just do the one if you want to, but the way we join these, it'll be fine. Trust the process and all that jazz. Also with my DTF machine, I can't do like 2 meter gang sheets. It doesn't work like that. I think it's got like a 1/2 meter size. So I could do a 1/2 meter gang sheet. Squish them in there nice and good. This is going to be so pretty. See how the yellow just matches better? Even though she said she prefers silver, the other yellow I had was this. And see how it doesn't go? This one looks amazing, and this one kind of looks out of place. So for the greater good of the bag, I'm doing it my way. Hello, Sherry. Hello. I also have no idea who got me, so I'm a bit excited for that. And please don't dread being my swapsy partner. It has happened in the past where people dread because you got me. I am not judging your sewing. You misunderstand why we're doing this. It's like chefs. Some chefs just love it when other people cook for them. I am the same. I am just excited to receive a gift. I will not be judging your sewing. Please don't overthink it. I will be very grateful for anything I receive. If I was a rich person, everything I sew I would give away. If I could afford to do it, I would just give forever. Unfortunately, that's not how the world works. Well, I mean, it might be. But that's not, I did not marry like a person that can just afford that. But it's why I run swapsies. Swapsies can be quite stressful to do, but it's so much fun to just give gifts. It is my love language. All right. Now, for the zipper pull, should we put her name or an initial or my logo or a sunflower? We have so many options. I do not have a sunflower zipper pull. So I have the option of, we've got a few things that we could do actually. I've got 2 ideas. One is we could use this one, put my logo, and then hang I'm sure I've got a sunflower zipper pull somewhere. Not zipper pull. Oh my God, charm. So we could add a charm with my logo. We could add a charm with her name, or I could make a mini tassel to hang off here. This one, we could just do her full name. And then my logo on the back. Doesn't have to be my logo. You could write your own name. If you have the laser to do it, we could do that too. So what idea do we like better? Do we like the idea of a charm with a sunflower or just straight lasering? I'll give you guys a second to answer. Put this back. Right. And while we think on that, see, love to receive gifts, right? Isn't it great? And I don't get surprise gifts in my life, right? I don't get surprise gifts. It's sad. I have these. These are amazing. I need to either offer these to you guys or see if the guy will sell the files so you can get them made locally. They hold the zippers so you can laser them. Best idea ever. Charm because I'm extra. Put a name. Okay, so we're definitely doing a name. And then you want a charm because we're extra. Let's go get some charms, see if I can find one. I'm sure I have a sunflower somewhere. I don't think you guys understand how many charms I have in this household. It is outrageous at this point. Like proper outrageous. For example, I also have recently got in a lot more stainless steel charms. I got little smiley faces. Is that not so cute? So I got them in silver gold and rose gold because that's the only way you could buy them. Let's see. These are new ones. I haven't really gone through these before up until my live in Facebook earlier. There's a really pretty shell here. Look, it's got like, what's it called? Enamel. So the enamel ones are alloy and not stainless steel. It's a sad truth. I'm working on getting all stainless steel. Like I'm slowly going to convert over, but these ones are just prettier. Okay, none of them are a sunflower. These are not all my charms. These are like a section and not even a large section of them. We want something either yellow or a flower of any description would probably work. I have a lot of pumpkins. Apparently, they sent me a lot of pumpkins in like a miscellaneous pack. She didn't say she was into skeletons. That looks like a black version of Sailor Moon's wand. I've never actually gone through all of these before. I haven't felt the need. We need something pretty and or yellow. Mixtape, a key, but the key's got black and that's just not as cool. Oh, I found a pink flower. We're getting closer. Get rid of the pumpkins and the spooky stuff. I would have had this done earlier, but I got sidetracked. My husband's gone golfing with work buddies. That's closer to a sunflower, but it's not yellow, but we're getting there. Oh, I was like a pineapple, but it's black, so never mind. Also, who makes a black pineapple? My daughter started crafting at 34. That's amazing. I love crafting. Everything I get is just to do more crafting. Also, for those that watched the video where I got the Claw Lab mat making machine thing, gun, it's a gun. I think I'm going to make a Christmas themed floor mat. So if I do decide to do it, we will absolutely be recording that so you guys can all watch my ridiculousness. Also, if I make, and I've got a, so this is a rule I'm going to say out loud. If I make more than $2,000 at my market next weekend, I am going to go and I'm going to buy removable sticker vinyl and turn my car into an ugly sweater. I told my husband this today and his friend, and they all just laughed at me. But I need the monies to go and buy all the stuff because I imagine it's not going to be cheap. So you can get removable sticker vinyl, and I will turn it into a giant ugly sweater with like all the lines. Because I have to buy like a level and stuff to do these things. I just thought it would be cool. All right. I'm coming back. I'm just grabbing more potential places. So, like I said, I have thousands of charms. I've grabbed the other trays to see if I can find a yellow sunflower. These are all different. That one's close. It's orange. We're getting closer, right? We're getting closer. It does look like the flower. It's just the wrong color. These are not in order. I didn't even try. I want to put a dragon decal on my pickup. Oh my God, you should. What is stopping you? Genuinely speaking, what is stopping you? I want a pink flower. I want a gold flower. I gotta fix this tray too. I broke it. Whoopsies. I do have this yellow flower. Fear. Why? I don't understand. Why is it scary? It's not gonna, it'll be fine. I have faith that you can totally do it. I give you permission if that's what you're seeking. And I send you encouraging thoughts if you're worried. You'll be fine. Or if you don't want to do it, pay a professional. Like if it freaks you out so much that you're potentially going to wreck your paint job, pay a professional to put a sticker on. And then that way, not really your problem. I think that's the best we're going to get, guys. I tried. I do not have a yellow sunflower. How disappointing. I thought for sure I'd have one. I do have gummy bears. Bugger. I had plans. 1,000 charms and I don't have a single sunflower. That sucks. Anyway, moving on. So our options are, we've got a few options. We've got this one that's like orange-ish, but it's shaped like a sunflower. We've got this white one that looks more like a daisy with too many petals. We have a 5-flower beaded one with a yellow center, which could match. I don't like the pink one at all. Or I've got this one that's a bit pinky orange. It's like a peach color. And it's a bit sunflowery. So those are our options. Let me know. We're obviously going to do this zipper pull. So I'm just doing the one. So we're going to put a name on it. So let's turn this beast on. You love it when I say whoopsie. Whoopsie. You gotta say it with like fun and attitude and feeling. Here's some more bloody rings. So the first one. So that is that one. That was the first one. I like the clear with the yellow middle. You know, I could do both. I could do the clear one. So the clear one is a bead that I did myself. So I could attach that, and because it's got the 2 loops, I could then add the other one at the bottom, and we could be very extra. Who's to say we can't be extra? I love it. We need to line up the 2 dots. Extra is good. I fully agree. I am very extra and I do not care. Okay, we're just gonna move that. We're gonna connect Slasher because he's not connected. Also, my husband thinks I'm insane for calling the DTF machine Neville. It's fine. I probably am insane. I feel like at this point, we all just need to make peace with that sentence. Tori is insane. Actually, I could probably just open that. Cool. Oh, I also just found a brown tassel, which matches. So we might use that too. Because why not? Who's going to stop me? The answer is nobody. Nobody is going to stop me. I am insane. Engrave. Also, please don't feel obligated to be this excessive. Alright? This is just makes me happy. At no point do you need to be as excessive as I'm being right now. I promise. I promise. Stop. We want the rectangle outline and we need it way smaller. Ooh. Let's try that. Nope, smaller. Perfect. That was a fluke. I'm going to take it. So I am going to use infrared, 100% power, 5 millimeters per second, and 200 lines per centimeter. We're going to close it, and off she goes. And the reason I do it so slow is because it digs nice and deep, and that makes me happy. Ooh, see, now I like this. Just to be totally sidetracked, now I like this with a tassel on it instead. What do we think? If I could attach all of them, I would, but it doesn't really work like that. And I was prepared enough, because we're doing a bracelet later, that's in here. I even remembered to bring pliers. I do try to be organized for these things. See, extra. We're going to be extra. We just do. Put that over there. I'll put him away later. It's fine. Alright, we're going to open that, and then we're going to slide that on. And then we're going to close that. Right? Is that not going to be a super fun tassel? It matches beautifully. And that was a fluke because I have no idea where I got that. Literally no idea at all. Oh, what an excessive zipper. I regret nothing. Regret nothing. This is going to be amazing. My daughter is cooking enchiladas. Yum! Oh, is it Thanksgiving in America today? I don't know when Thanksgiving is because we don't have it here. Is my live on Thanksgiving for everyone? Is it a Sunday? Is it like always a Sunday like Easter and it moves around? Or is it a specific day? Because I have always wondered. I should have just asked Sandra, really. But like, so is Thanksgiving like Easter where it's like a set weekend on a Sunday? Or is it like a specific date like Christmas and it moves around? I'm curious. Like the king's birthday, because we have a king in England. So the king's birthday is apparently different in all the states, like what weekend they celebrate, which is just wild to my brain. It's the third Thursday in November. Okay, so it moves date, but not day. That's cool. Thank you, Liverpool. You can go off now. Bring these back. Now, you don't have to attach this until the very end if you're worried. I'm not worried. If it can't handle being turned through, it has no business being in a bag. But like if you're worried, put this onto the end. It's fine. Bam. got a name. 4th Thursday. Okay. That's cool. So it's like really close to Christmas then. Oh, I get to decorate for Christmas this Sunday. Alright, we're gonna wiggle. Stick it in the middle. How good. Now, also, if you wanted to, you could fill this with stuff. There are so many things. I don't, like, if I knew this person better and I thought it would be well received, I would actually fill this with all, like, handmade creams and stuff. But I'm not sure if they'd use it, and I think it would make me sad if they did. But you could absolutely, like, you guys saw a couple of my videos. I made a magnesium lotion. Since then, I've also made a body lotion and, like, a few other things. So you could absolutely add them, because they're handmade, into the thing. A soap. I had plans to make soap, but my soap mold got delivered to the wrong house, and now I don't have time to get another one. I got the movie Fight Club. You know, on there, if you have a look at the if you type Fight Club movie into Google right now and search images, on the front there's like a pink soap that says Fight Club. I found that mold, and I was going to make pink Fight Club soap because I'm just ridiculous. But again, they lost it, and I'm sad. So there's that. Which means I don't have a soap mold, which means I can't make soap, because I was only going to buy, like, the one soap mold. Actually, no, I think there was another soap mold in there that was, like, round, square or something. But they lost the whole package, which sucks. Alright, so now that we've done that, we're just going to flatten everything down. If you want to add a loop, now's the time to add the loop in. Now, I make this different to some people. Some people like to have the lining and the exterior separate. I am not that person, so I am going to do all of these at once. It's like doing binding versus not binding. So if you're going to do the not binding style version, you need to sew the lining pieces together, the exterior pieces together, and then over the zip in the middle at the end. I like my way. It's less physical sewing. It's less fiddly, but you don't have to do it my way. I am not the boss of you. I really am not. I am merely the reason that you guys go and buy all the ridiculous things, and you can totally blame me to your partner. You can tell them it's my fault. I'm happy to cop that. It's Tori's fault I bought it. I fully take the blame. This is me taking the blame right here and now for anything I've convinced you to buy. It's fine. Even my husband thinks my DTF machine is cool, and he doesn't think anything's cool. Oh, thank you, Bob. See, I always forget. Make sure you like the video, people, because I forget to tell you. Now, this is how I do this, right? If you want to, you can make a little mark there so you know where the center is, but I don't need to because I can eyeball the center pretty well. So what we're going to do is we're going to clip the exterior parts, right? And then we're going to take the lining and just line it up on itself. Now, if you've used bag foam, this bit sucks. I'm not going to lie. It's thick, it's bulky, it sucks. So, that's why I don't use bag foam, basically. I did try it out on one. The bag does sit beautifully and firm, but to sew it is a pain in the butt. Enchiladas. Sounds yummy. I blame you to my cat. That's fine. I follow the dopamine and the creativity. And I buy things that make my life easier or more fun, right? So all the toys I've got here, I bought the screen machine because it made sewing big bags easier, which then made the sewing more enjoyable, right? The green machine skipped stitches when it was too thick, and that made it less fun. So that's why I have two machines. The F1 slasher makes custom hardware, so how could that not be fun? But also it's ultimately going to save me a lot of money because I now don't have to pay crazy amounts to have custom hardware because I can do it myself. The Slayer, which is the S1, so the big laser, does wood things. So now I can make like cool coasters and signs. Next year, I'm bringing out signs for everyone. That's on my list. School holidays is going to be quite busy for work things behind the scenes for me. Boom. See? All four. This also helps the inside stay up, by the way. So all the things I buy, like my heat press, I had the hand push one, and there was nothing wrong with that, except that I get sidetracked by everything, and it's dangerous if you're not standing and watching it because you could burn something. You could burn your house down. Candy lifts itself and turns off after like, I think it's 20 or 30 minutes of not being used. She beeps at you to let you know, oi, I'm still here, and then shuts down. I love that for me. The DTF machine is an investment that I, like if you're going to get one, it is an investment, but I no longer have an embroidery machine. She's gone. I sold her. In exchange, I went and bought more stuff for the DTF machine because now I can take any image and stick it on a bag. Also, me and embroidery weren't super friends. We were not BFFs. And it might be partly me, it might be partly the machine, it could be a combo, maybe she just doesn't like me. But it's fine. She has gone on to her next home to go and have fun making fun things, which is clearly not what I was doing. The only thing I'm going to miss is custom towels, because I do love a good custom towel. Not going to lie. That's not level. See, this is hard enough without adding bag foam, which is even stiffer, just so you know. So this is the medium size in the G Now pattern that I purchased. You don't have to purchase a pattern for a boxy pouch. You can literally draw one up. I don't know what I was thinking, but whatever, it's fine. They're good sizes. They also have one for like hair accessories, which if I get time in the next week, I'd like to make up maybe 3 very gothic style quilted hair accessory bags, because I think they would sell around Christmas time, especially for like, people getting a new hair straightener. How cool would it be to have a cool bag to go with it? See, my embroidery machine didn't love me the way it should. It kept breaking threads, it kept misbehaving, and I don't have the patience for that shit. I don't want to sit there and have to watch a 70-minute design. I just don't. I don't have the time. And she didn't break all the time. And it's not like I was designing my own thing. So it's not like it was my digitizing skills that were the problem. I always bought them from like reputable places, like Urban Threads, String Theory Fabric Art, and this thread's just snapped. So now I've got DTF and I can iron it onto everything. Shoes, plastic, wood. I'm gonna try some shot glasses. So I'm gonna print off something funny to put on a shot glass, and then I'm going to see if it stays on. I'm gonna do a test. We're gonna wash one by hand. We're gonna wash one in the washing, like the dishwasher, and see if it sticks. Because I'm curious, and what better way to find out than making me do it? Because if it sticks on shot glasses, not that I really drink much anymore, but I can see that they could potentially be a huge hit for things like box parties. You can all get like caricatures of yourself and then stick them on a shot glass. Not that I can draw them, but I'm sure there's an AI out there that can make caricatures of photos of people, which would be amazing. Getting all skewy. It's normal, just ignore it. My cat is in love with a 3D printer. See, that's something I don't have here. It would be dangerous if I did. If I had, okay, here we go. If I had a 3D printer, do you want to know what I would make out of it? In like all seriousness, if I ended up with a 3D printer, I know I used to have one, but it was a shit one and I got rid of it. It's fine. We've moved on from that. If I get one, it'll be like a good one that does what it's told the first time. I've even got space for it now that the printer machine's gone. But anyway, if I was to get one, hypothetically, what I would make would be bag charms to then hang off the bag. Like 3D cute bag charm. What? That hurt. Where are my metal ones? Why am I not using them? It's because they're at the other machine at the moment. Because I was using them over there. Boom! Yeah, so I would make the bowls to sell to you guys because Lord of the Rings bowls are epic. And like there's like the other one that I was doing that had all themed sewing crafty stuff. They were cool. But I would make 3D bag charms. Because it's a little add-on sale for a handbag, which is predominantly what my business was before the jewelry took over. But everyone loves a charm bar. If you need convincing and need to make sure that you think you're going to make your money back for getting an F1 machine, I can promise you right now that charm bar alone has paid for the machine in full. And I paid, like, I know sometimes people send me stuff. I paid for my F1. I bought him. Slasher got paid for by me, and he has made his money back nearly twice over with the charm bar alone. Like, that's just charm bar. That's including having to buy all of the supplies and everything. People love it. It's a fun activity that you do at the market that you take home, and everybody loves jewelry. Fun, and dog tags. So so charm bar and dog tags. But you can buy dog tags really cheap from China. I buy multicolor packs and I charge $10 a dog tag, and I'll laser it on the spot, $10. Which is not far off what Mr. Minute charges. I think Mr. Minute is quite similar. He actually might even be more, but he has more overhead costs, needing a physical location and stuff, whereas I do it at markets and at home. So I charge $10 for a dog tag, and they can have one side or double-sided. Some people actually prefer it one way or the other. Who knew? So between dog tags, which work out to about 30 cents to buy, the blanks, you buy them in bulks. I buy them in packs of 100, and I get multicolors. And then I buy extra black because goth market and everybody loves the black. This is too thin for this machine. I should move to the green machine, but up until next year's problem is get multiple POVs with cameras. I'm going to work out how to do that. It's one of my, what is it? What do you do on the 1st of January? What's that list called? It's not a bucket list, but it's like a life goals for the year. One of my life goals for the year is work out and have multiple POV with different cameras so that you can really see what I'm doing. Poke your corners out. Adorable. Resolution. Thank you. New Year's resolutions. See, I knew there was a word. So one of my New Year's resolutions is to buy and then work out multiple POV for cameras. Because then I can do a laser live where I'm going to give away stuff. You're going to have to give me your address for that though. Basically what we'll do is I will give away one jewelry something, per country because I'm going to have to post it all. How cute is it? I mean, it's way too long, but who cares, right? It's also easier than to grab. I love it. So anyway, that's one. One down. We're not finished though. This just happens to be rainbow looking sunflowers. So we're gonna make a wristlet strap. And then I have some ideas because I can't find my tassel, my pom-poms. So I've had a thought about that. I also still need to figure out who won bingo. I need to go back and watch the video to see who won bingo so that I can send them their prize. It's just sitting here. Again, after the next market, they will be getting a prize sent to them because we did what Tori says bingo in one of my lives. I need to go and work out who won. I need to go back and watch the video, see who won. If you know that it was you, could you message me? Because that'd be awesome. I can pretty much do this just by looking now. It's a skill. Ah! So that was, I drove too fast and the power board fell off here and pulled out my light. So rude. Because of course it did. Let's try that again, shall we? Hey, cat. But pretty. That is another tub emptied. So I've got a little end. Ooh, should we put a name on this too? We're being ridiculously extra, right? I feel like we should. Does anybody object to this plan? What I am looking for right now is blue tack, if anybody's wondering. Because we need to be able to put it on the right angle. It's a thing. Usually there's blue tack in this drawer. My 3D printer is a Bamboo Lab 1 Mini with AMS. I do not understand what any of that is, but it sounds cool. I think we should do a name. She likes silver over gold. So this is all going to be silver. It's only that one zipper that was going to be gold because it matched better. Blue tack, where are you hiding? Aha! Knew it was here somewhere. Nailed it. I don't know if everybody in the world has blue tack, but I love this stuff. I love being able to personalize everything. And that is why I love my F1. It is my most, okay, Screen Machine is my most loved machine. It's not that I don't love the green machine, but like this one's heavy duty for glorious things. But what I do love is the F1. Because jewelry, custom hardware, bling, essentially. Alright, so what we're trying to do is get this to sit evenly. Which is a whole mission, just so you're aware. I'm also going to actually stick it to the base. I wasn't going to, but I think it's going to help me the most. Alright. Smallish printer with 4-spool auto feed. Oh, so that you can do multiple things. I released a video this morning about the Laser Pecker 2, which is an awesome mini laser. It can do stainless steel. It can't do like the hardware stuff that we're doing now, but it can do stainless steel and wood and stuff. Very cool. Now this name can be a bit bigger on here. Stop. Made it a bit bigger. Go. It's going to take 4.5 minutes. So I did a mini laser video. I released it because I forgot to release it earlier, but I'm going to do another one on it anyway. It's really handy. It's like this, but even more portable and compact. And it does wood. It does stainless steel. You could do macaroons. Remember that one time when I laser engraved Mojo Jojo on a macaroon? I'm never going to get over that. That was amazing. Never getting over it. But like, super cool. So it depends on how much money you've got to spend as to how much cool stuff you can do. But that laser, the little one that I show in the video, is it's way cheaper than this guy. But this guy will do bag hardware. So it's a, 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. Now what I want to do is I want to hang this instead of a pom-pom. Do you guys feel what I'm doing? So I have this. This is what I usually put pom-poms on. And we're going to do this because I have plans. So many plans. And again, I did not leave my house to purchase anything for this lady because I just have so much craft stuff that we just make do with everything that's here. Cutting off the weird bit. Grab the pliers. These are Bunnings pliers. They're like $5 each. I have heaps and heaps of them. We also require, where are you hiding? Ow. A sewel. We're going to stab through the plastic and I'm using a really big ring for a reason. It's because I don't want to go too close to the edge in case it pulls and breaks. So we're going to stab a hole through the plastic with our sewel. Yoink. I made my daughter macaroons. How good. She had me give away some at my son's swim practice. Now we have at least 3 people who want to make more. That's exciting. Is that like your business or a side business or do you just do it and give it away because that's your love language? All options are good. I'm just curious. Is this ridiculous? Yes, it is. And yet, I'm doing it. Ah! She should never have said she loves sunflowers, because look! Look! Oh my gosh! We also have to cut a tassel. I haven't cut one yet. We're going to get to that. I've been trying unsuccessfully to find decent blanks to make my own bag tags on my laser. I've got an S1. Do you have an S1 with the 2-watt infrared head? Because I can kind of show you what to look up in what I use, but you need the infrared, which is what this thing's doing. I know, I'm ridiculous. I get excited. You can't tell me that's not cool. This was like a $2 fake flower with a big stem, and it's now a glorious bag tag thing. Whatever. And I've got a theme going, right? These are the bag tags I use. This one's got nothing on it, obviously. I haven't done this one yet. Here's one. So I can get that kind of a look. So it's got my logo. But you need the 2-watt infrared head to be able to do this because this is alloy. So maybe your problem is that you're using alloy and you're trying to use the 20-watt normal diode laser. The diode laser can do stainless steel. These are not stainless steel with the little spikes. You can get stainless steel like circles that hang with one hole, but then you would have to do either drill a second hole or, you go down multiple tracks. So you can get them cheap enough if you're willing to put in extra work. I like these because you stab them in and you're done. But if you want, I can do a video. I'll buy some stuff. It'll have to be the new year, the video, because I'm going to buy some stuff. But we could buy some stuff and I can show you how to take random stainless steel things and turn them into bag tags. I could do a whole video on different ways to make crap pretty. She's in college for bakery and pastry arts. Oh, that's awesome. Just the 40 watt. So that's what your problem is. The bag tags I'm using won't work because I've tried. I've played this game. This is why I own Slasher. Slasher has the 2 watt infrared, which does this on, this is alloy, not steel, right? See how it's like dark and fabulous? That is why I got him, or her. I don't know if it's a him or a her. I think it's a him. That's why I got him, because he can do all metals. So you need at least a 2 watt infrared, either module for your S1 or a Slayer or a different brand. I don't know. There's other brands out there. I think the Laser Packer has one now that's pretty much on point with this guy. Depends on your budget and your skills with computer stuff. Actually, I'm going to stitch this before. I know I had all this time to do it. We're going to stitch it. I love doing lives because it's a bit of a Q&A for things that pop into your brain. Oops, can we see this name? Yes. Give me a sec. Let me just push this on and then I'll show you again. Hey, squeeze it as hard as we can. I know it's backwards to you guys, but it's so I can see the camera so we don't have that drama where I just turn off. I get mine from AliExpress. So there's quite a few shops. A lot of people on AliExpress are obsessed with a sub shop called Meaty. They do sell them. Oh, you want to read who my swapsy is? Not you. Not you. Sorry, love. The program just picks people at random. Alright, so now it's got a clip, so you can clip it on stuff. It's got a name. We've got sunflowers. We've got an actual sunflower hanging. But I do still think we need a tassel. I think that it's just going to be better with a tassel. What do you think? Do you think it needs a tassel? I think it needs a tassel. This tassel cap has already got my logo engraved on it, again, because yay, and you can. So if you already own the S1, like Slayer, you use your rotary tool and then you can laser these. I'm not keeping it a secret because I'm dropping it off. She actually lives locally, so I'm going to drop it to her house today. So even if she is watching, yeah, should be right. Right. We'll do a tassel, but in a minute. I don't feel like cutting tassels right now. But we're getting somewhere. Let's make the actual bag, shall we? So, these are not thick enough. So, what we need to do base stabilizer. I buy it by the roll. This is the first and only roll I think I've ever owned. I'm probably going to take a lifetime to get through it because I only put it on the base. I regret nothing though. It is way cheaper to buy it like this than to buy the meter. And the meter, you always have like a bit that you have to throw out because it's not good for anything. If it wasn't local, I just wouldn't have done it. Well, I probably still would do it live and you find out early. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, honestly. So we need 2 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace the shape. What? I did it upside down because I knew I was going to miss and draw on it like I just did. Right? Know your limits. I know my limits. I'm messy. I'm unorganized. and I'm over enthusiastic and people think it's fake. Do you know how many people think that my enthusiasm's fake? It's not. This is just it. Alright, then we're going to take this one. Trust the process, okay? I just need it to be more manageable. This is not manageable. It's heavy and obnoxious and in the way. Step aside. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut like 1/8 of an inch inside of the line so that way you're not going to see this pop out the edge. Like that's probably, I don't know, maybe even 1/16 of an inch. Just slightly smaller is the end goal here. Stab in the middle. And so then slightly in from this line as well. And I know it doesn't seem like much, but it just means that we are less likely to see this. Done. One down, one to go. Oh, I didn't draw this one on. That's right, because what I can do is I can lay this down and then just actually copy it so that these are the same. You're unapologetically you. That is so true. I was deliberately antagonizing my husband this morning. Not in like a bad way, but just in a lot. I was being extra. He doesn't really care. He pointed it out, and I proudly pointed out that, yes, that is exactly what I'm doing. Straight bits are always quicker. Doesn't matter what we're doing. Sewing, cutting, anything. First snow. I do not envy you in your snow. It's so hot here. I have the air conditioning on and I'm still hot. And it's overcast today. I had a thunderstorm the other day because I was going to record this the other day, but there was literally like lightning and thunder, and I was like, I am not even going to try and record. We had true power surgy things. It was a lot. That was yesterday. There we go. Woke up to like crazy thunderstorms. So no videos on thunderstorming days. That's too thick. So we have to use the skinny one, which sometimes really annoys me, to be totally honest with you. Do, 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 do. So I'm only gonna, actually no, I have to pull all of these off so that I can attach our stabilizer so that our handle is better. Now you only have to do this if you're using thin stuff, which obviously I am because, you know, whatever. Missed. Cause you're too slow. Missed. Cause you're too slow. We're just gonna cut a little bit extra because I don't feel like struggling with it. Classy, I know, but what are you gonna do? Ha! Better. Besides, it's good to know this. It's a good skill to have, right? So from the outside you can't see it, but see how now it's solid instead of floppy. Better. I just blew away any hope of new toys on a new roof. As in like Christmas decoration toys. It's so crazy to me that you guys have like cold Christmas. Americans start school for the year in the middle of the year. My brain doesn't quite compute. Took me a really long time to realize that was what was happening. You have your summer holidays and then you start school, which is what we do too, but it starts at the start of the year. So just blows my mind. Yoink. What am I making? At the moment, we are actually making the changeling pattern. So far, I have made a boxy pouch to put in it. We probably should have started here, but when do I ever do anything normal? So far, we have made a boxy pouch with a very extra zipper pull. It's got her name on it and some dangle tassels. And then I am halfway through this, but I want to add a tassel. And I'm thinking gold sparkles so it matches the bag, because why not? So we're doing the swapsy present. I decided at the start of this that I was going to only do what I could do that's in my house. Because the backup plan was always like I have tumblers, so I could have just laser engraved a tumbler and it would take up about the same amount of space as this. But also you could do a plain one and then DTF a design. All the things. So I decided that I am only going to use what's in my house. But we're getting quite creative with what's in my house. So, yay. Fun times, people. Fun times. UK starts in September. See? Blows my mind. We start in January when the life starts. It's just crazy to me. Absolutely insane. Okay. That's not it. This will be last because this has got all the other extra bits that I made off camera. Or collected off camera or whatever. Where did oh, there it is. I'm like, where did I put it? Here it is. Here it is. We're cool. We're cool. I think we start here at the end of August. We start in January. Start of the year, start of the school year. Logic. Going up about half. See what I'm doing here? So I'm just putting tape on the bottom kind of half. It's going to make it way easier to attach. Put all the rubbish in the bin. It means you don't have to come back and clean later. Look what my cat did to me. Scratches. Jerk. He got whacked on the head for that. We do not play scratching games with Mummy. There's rules. He broke the rules and it hurt. Alright, so I'm eyeballing this because A, I wrote the pattern, and B, whoops, I can. Let go of that. Give me back my sticky tape. Would also help if I actually did all the parts where the tape is and not just half. Right, try that again. Grab it. Line it up. So for those that need to know, it's about halfway down. Then we take a floppy one. So we're going to do the hard one on and then we add the floppy one. You can put more if you want it to be insanely stiff. But in my opinion, it's unnecessary. But again, I'm not the boss of you. If you want to put the base stabilizer on all of them, all 4 pieces, go right ahead. If I was smarter about it, I would have ironed on a medium heavy interfacing, like a heavy interfacing, but like not as heavy as this, and then cut them out. But I don't have acrylic templates of this yet. So there's that. Peel off all the tape bits. Also, you feel free to send like food. I would love to receive like jam or something. I was going to send her jam, to be honest. I made, what was it? Strawberry and mango jam. But it was so delicious I ended up eating it all instead of saving it to send her. Whoopsies. It's so good though. Made jam. Even did like the whole boil it and set it in life. It was delicious. Isn't that fun? We're doing the square handed just because I can. Do any shape you want though. The heart is surprisingly easy to sew for anyone that needs to know that. Too many farmers, so we are during the summer. I don't think we understand. Not the first time. Alright, I'm going to start on the side. And again, most of it's straight bits, so that's fun. Now the easiest part to do, I've never heard of mango jam, neither had I, but I was like, whatever. We have a lot of mangoes here. I've started dehydrating mango to eat as a snack, and oh my god, it is so much better than the store-bought stuff. I can no longer eat store-bought dried mango, which is going to be a real problem when it's not being mango season. But anyway. Pacha! Get back to the start, back stitch, jump to the other side, because I'm classy like that. Roll this up again, because I let it unroll. So the tight little corners on the part that's not on the plastic are a bit tricky. Not the end of the world though. Bam. Easy. Now cut off all your tails because there's a lot. Mango and strawberry. So I used frozen strawberries that I just defrosted. And it was 4 ingredients. Turns out jam is insanely easy to make, guys. I could start a channel on jam. You literally have 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of, or to 2 cups of fruit. So I did 1 cup of mango chopped up into chunks and 1 cup of strawberries. And then I think it was like a tablespoon of lemon juice. And you just melt it down, boil it for a bit, pour it into a jar, and then you can can them if it's going to sit on the shelf. Or if you're just going to eat it like I did and do it in a small batch, you just put it in the fridge. Once it's reached room temperature, because I don't like to put glass in extreme temperatures because I'm paranoid that it explodes. So I did actually do the bath, the canning bath. So I had like a big pot of water and then I had a cloth in the bottom and I put the jars in and I pulled them out and let them like cool down. And my paranoia, every time I walked near them, I did this because my paranoia that it was just going to explode was very real. I've never done it before. So I was like, oh my God, it's going to explode in my face. So every time I walked near it, I like shielded my eyes so that I don't go blind from an exploding jam jar. It didn't explode, by the way. Everything was fine. I was just being paranoid. It's like that whole I won't drive behind a log truck because of that movie. I've seen on like a Facebook reel where the jars just randomly explode, and so now I have a paranoia about it. Gifted my first gift bag to my sister with a gift inside. Think she liked the bag more than the gift. That's okay. These are fun. Now, this side's the right side up, so we want to do right side up on both sides. But jam was surprisingly easy. I thought it was like big and complicated, and I was like, not doing that. It's really not. So 1 cup of sugar to 2 cups of fruit. Boil it, add a little bit of lemon juice, and then stick it in a jar. Like life is becoming so simple. I could almost start like a whole separate thing of let's make shit from scratch. I would call it that if YouTube would let me get away with it. We'd have to call it stuff, but still. That is also, I'm nearly out of, that's all I've got left of that. That's my 1/4 inch. That's the last one in the house. I might have to buy some more while I'm out. I'll get under that. Get right on it. But no, jam was so easy and oh my god, so good. So I just had it on toast. I ate a lot of bread this week? Yeah, this week. I think I made it on Sunday just to try it and see how I went. And I made 2 and I was going to gift one in here and then I ate it. I even had plans. I was going to make a cute little like sticker for it and it was going to be like the Victoria's Apothecary, but I ate it. So what are we going to do? There's nothing can be done. I'm a guts and it's gone. I ate 2 jams of jar in like a week. What does that say about me? That I like jam. My mum uses pectin. See, you can do that too. You can make pineapple jam and then it's already got the pectin in it because that's what pineapple is. I only know that from, I think it was year 10 science class. Because you can, if you are a criminal, you can prick your fingers and then soak them in pineapple juice and remove your fingerprints. That's what I got taught in year 10 science. But you know, jam turns out super easy. So I have a 5-year plan. I don't know if I've told all you guys this, but my 5-year plan is to grow as much of my own food as possible. So this school holidays, we're actually going to set up the raised garden beds and I'm going to grow loofahs and then make loofah soaps and like do all this cool stuff because handmade gifts is my future love language in life. So with that being said, I would like to grow as many fruit trees as I can in my tropical climate. So I can't grow apples, which sucks because we eat so many apples. And then I could do like apple and raspberry jam and apple and blackberry jam and like all the things. We can potentially grow dragon fruit though, and I'd love to try and make a dragon fruit jam if I could grow enough dragon fruits. But anyway, so this is the 5-year plan for me. I plan on growing all of these foods. We have 3 pawpaw trees and a banana tree at the moment. There's a mango tree just outside our fence line in like no man's land. So mangoes are relatively sorted. We grow capsicums already and chilies. Oh my god, so many chilies. I don't like spicy things though, so how's that? Grow stuff I don't even like. My husband does though, so it's fine. But yeah, so this is like the 5-year plan for me. I want to be able to grow a lot of my own food because even though I'm quite popular and you guys all love to watch me, I really don't make as much, like very much money. I just don't, which sucks. I do markets and they do all right, but I don't make very much money. So if I can grow all my own food, it's less money I need and more money for supplies is the way I look at that. I mean, I could get a day job, but then you wouldn't see me anymore. And where's the fun in that? Then I wouldn't have time to play with all my crafting toys. They'd feel lonely and left out. Potatoes. Ooh! See, you could make tomato chutney. I imagine it's quite similar to jam. Tomato sauce for spaghetti. All the things, right? So I'm going to basically spend all next year seeing what I am good at growing. And then from there, I'll make a plan. But first I need the garden beds with which to grow things. We also have avocados, actually. We have the A and the B avocado tree. So last year, I think at the start of last year, we bought the other style, like the other type of tree. And so we actually had avocados last year. And I reckon I'll get them this year too. Which would be amazing. There were some really cool bees out of the avocado tree the other day. They were like round and fluffy. Apparently they're quite rare. according to my husband. It was so cute though. It looked like the cartoon bees that you see people like animate. It's so cool. Anyway, we now have handles at each end. Nailed it. Cut out this bit, makes your handle easier to use and makes it look fancy. And you cut it out at the end because then you don't have to worry about lining stuff up, right? Trust me on this. Do it in this order. So much easier. It's also got like fluffy bits happening, which I don't love, but it's just the type of vinyl it is. You could also do these in leather, would look cute. Well, there you go. Pineapple's an antidepressant. I like that. Let's see. Fun facts about fruit. That's why I love this channel. All right. Bye. Have fun. I'm gonna finish this. We're nearly finished. For anyone that's interested, shouldn't really be more than maybe half an hour. We're gonna do a bracelet, finish the bag, and then load everything in, and then we're done. So we're gonna fold it in half. You can pinch it if you need to. These clips are awesome sauce, and then we're going to come up to the top. Here's the thing, if you cut these wrong, it's so easy to fix, right? So if you make it too long, or if you make the curve too deep, or like whatever, if you're having a moment where you just cut it wrong, pretty much in this corner, you can solve all your dramas. Because sometimes I definitely cut too quick, and so some things, like maybe it's a 1/4 inch out, or maybe the curve's too deep, or not deep enough, or like whatever, right? Which is quite possibly what's going to happen today. You can essentially just shove it in the corner though, and any excess that overhangs, you just cut off when you're ready. It is a bit tricky because it keeps sticking. Also, these clips are awesome sauce. So thank you for my gift, because they are amazing. Apparently you just get them off like Temu, AliExpress, but the metal clips rock. Which is why I spent the effort to go get them from the other machine. And, oh my god, my brain's like, and I can laser them. I only just had that thought. Apparently I've had them for weeks and never realized I can laser them. How fun would that be? Snarky clips. Would you guys buy them if I did it? Because I'll do it. Alright, under we go. Now, if you like, if you prefer, instead of just stitching it like I am, you could totally put on binding. Just so everyone's aware, right? So you're all clear. You can do binding for this instead of just sewing. You can sew it and then change your mind. We should do 2 types. Snarky and then like Tory saying lines. See? And I could buy them and have them ready for next year. And then you could buy your clips, and you could buy the You're Not the Boss of Me. See, and this just leads me back to I should do like a Seems Legit pack. Where it's got all these cool things in it. Very jealous I'm not giving him attention right now, but too bad, so sad. Chip. I'm going to leave it with the stitching. I kind of like the way it looks. It's not for everyone. I have seen a lot of people that choose to do the binding instead, and it would look good. Ow! You dick. Ow! He just literally tried to claw onto my leg to climb up. Ow, ow, ow. Moron. Remind me again why I got my child a cat? At least it's not bleeding, I suppose. It's good stuff. He literally just, all his claws. Both hands. Why? Because I won't give him attention. Man, that hurt so much. It stings right now. At least I didn't swear. If I wasn't on camera, there's a very good chance that would have been swear words instead of just male anatomy. Anyway, we're keeping goals. Clips back in there. Right. Yeah, I think I should make up a Tory pack. It's gonna have snarky clips. It's gonna have a door sign so that with your name on it, so they'll be customized with your name. And you'll have the option of a craft room one or specifically a sewing room, depending on your life situation. And by that I mean, do you have separate rooms for separate crafts, or do you only sew, or do you have them all together? Oh, it stings. Jerk of a cat. Alright, the bag's done. So cute. It's not standing up because I didn't poke it in the butt. There we go. Beautiful. Right? Handles are fun. Square's good for everyone. Alright, so we're going to put that facing up. So see what I mean? Like, it's a little bag and one boxy pouch takes up half the room. Then we need to make a tassel. And so some other things that I did, I made a handmade sewing theme hair clip, right? Because that's fun. Made it with the laser, so it's made. I also have here, I have a hibiscus tree. So I washed and dehydrated some hibiscus. So that goes in there as well. Right, and look how full we are already. We're also adding that. I've got my clips here that I have lasered stuff onto them. So they say things like hold my fabric, get a grip, all of that. Right, so they're going in. If you wanted to be extra, you could fill the boxy pouch with other stuff, like creams and lotions if you made them, or if you make lip gloss, you could put one of those or something. We are also going to do, though, a custom bracelet. Now, I already went through all my stuff to look, because I can. I think they're swans, but they also kind of look like flamingos. So I've got that. And then I've got a blank one that we're going to put her name on. And I found the blue flamingo. So we've got like some charms, right? So we're going to make a bracelet and then put it in a cute little box and add that in. And then we're going to make a tassel and add that in. And then that's pretty full, to be totally honest. Like, that's full. So first off, we need to take this. Did you tidy your room? It looks neat. No, I've just dragged this forward so you can't see as much mess. I am cleaning my room after this though. So I'm going to do a bit of a rearrange because Neville, the DTF machine, needs to go live over there where he's not making noise, because the back of this here is my bedroom. And because he self-cleans just once every like couple of hours or whatever, it's just an annoying noise in my ear. So he needs to go not directly on the other side of the window. So he'll be moving, and that's fine. Whee! Okay, so what should we put on the bracelet? Should we put her name, or should we be more creative and do like one of my sewing themed sayings or something? Right, because it's already got an E because her name starts with E, so I kind of already got that bit covered. So I don't know, what do you guys think we should put on the thing? While you think about that, I'm going to build this because I did not have a chance to do it off camera earlier. So I don't know. I don't know. I also found a green smiley face, and she said that green was one of her favorite colors, so we're doing that too. Definitely a sewing theme. Okay, so which one, guys? It's all good and well to tell me that, but which one are we gonna do? Because I don't know. We're doing lots of charms too because I'm excessive and I like it. That one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one. I'm trying to evenly space them over here. Alright, so are we going to do the obvious trim your tails? Or are we going to do legitimate? We could put legitimate on there. That could be fun. Or, I don't know. I'm not the boss of you? Yeah, see? Glorious. Of course you just stabbed me right where the cat got me. Legitimate. Let's do legitimate because that's fun. Finished. Legit. E. And the letter H. And we spell it like that because the other way just didn't seem right. We're also going to change the font because that's not going to work for what we're doing. No. What else we got? Come on. I have thousands of fonts. We're getting a little bit ridiculous with how many I have these days. Ooh, that one's nice. What's that one? No, it actually is not as nice as I thought. That'll do. Okay, that's way too big. Shrink it down. Yoink. These won't take long because it's tiny. A minute and a half. Dunskies. Do, 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 do. 1, 2. We're gonna put the flamingo, and then we'll put that, and then we're full. And I like it. That one. I can actually do this quite fast when I want to. I've had a lot of practice. And I'm going to attach this to the claspy bit because it'll be pretty. And because it's green. They're all facing me. Hold that thought. Ta-da! Isn't that fun? I think it's fun. And then the last one goes... Oh. What's happened there? There we go. The last one goes right here in the middle. And again, still handmade. Still didn't have to go down the street for anything. You should have a look around your house. You might be surprised at what you have. Legitimate. I know it's not going to focus because it never does. But it does say legitimate. Took up the whole space. That was deliberate. These are my new circles I got in. Put it right there. And that's a bracelet done. Now we need a pretty box. And then we need to make a tassel. And then I think we're close to being done. A box. Where are the boxes? Box, box, box. Ooh, here we go. Here's one I prepared earlier. Did you guys watch the I use my Cricut machine to make a box? Even the box is handmade. Am I being ridiculous? Yes. Yes, I am. Do I regret it? No, not really. Okay, so I'm going to put that like that, and then that like that, and then that in there like that. She's getting pretty full, guys. That almost needs a stand. Look at it go! I love it. All right, tassel, because it needs a tassel. I don't think you can convince me otherwise. So, what do we think? Just the gold sparkle that we used before? Stop it, cat. Alright, so we need to cut a 6-inch square. Because 6 inches is a good... Actually, no, we need longer because it's thinner. Hold up. Because it's a thinner vinyl, I'm going to cut 7 inches and we can always cut it down. 7 inches long, 6 inches tall. Okay, so the little Spanish flea is apparently today's earworm for anyone that's interested in also having an earworm. There's a little Spanish flea. I don't know the words, but it's definitely in there. Here is my tassel template. Now I just need my cutting mat so I don't wreck my table or my anything. Let's not wreck things. Nobody wants to play that game. Good night, Jane. Vintage sewing machine. So that'd be cool too. And what do we got? I know I have a little cutty board. You guys have seen me use it all the time. I haven't seen it since I moved around though. Not quite sure where it's ended up. Not where it used to be, that's for sure. If you don't have tassel caps, you can actually use D-rings. For anyone that doesn't know, you just have like an extra little bit up at the end that folds in, and you can use a D-ring instead of a tassel cap. Because I understand that not everyone's got them. Alright, I give up on this game. We're not playing this game anymore. We're we're just going to pull one of my giant chopping bars. I broke this template too. See the corner? It doesn't change how it works. It just annoys me that it exists. We need the little rotary cutter. Or, actually, you can use a knife. I don't know if anybody knows this. Totally use a knife. Bring it all the way out and chop. They got numbers too. 3, 4. You want to push fairly hard. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then we shift over for the other bits. What? Oops. That's a bit too high. Did you see that? I nearly just stuffed that whole thing up. Whoopsie doodle. It's fine. Bam! And then we're rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Rolling, 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 rolling. Good song. Do 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 do. Right, shove it all up in there. And then we need some, what's it called? We need some of the screws is what we need. Where are all the silver screws is the next life problem. Of course they're just in the bottom. That's annoying. Did not think that through when I put them there. I have to empty the thing just to get them out. Ugh, whatever. It's fine. So this, by the way, is just tassel cap stuff in all the colours because sometimes it's just easier to have all of this stuff together. You don't have to do it that way, but like all my other containers are so full, there's no room for it anyway. And rather than buying 5 more containers, I just bought that one and then it holds everything that goes with these. It's perfect. Electric screwdriver. Good stocking stuffer for someone that sews. Love this thing. It's even got a light. Oh! So you can see what you're doing. I can appreciate that. Whoops. And it's USB rechargeable, so you don't need to find batteries all the freaking time. Now, the bottom of these are a little bit stuck together, so we're just going to rip them apart because I'm fancy. Hey, cat. He's back. As if that's not, don't attack it. I can see you. Isn't that not fun though? Instead of a pom-pom, we have a giant flower. Yes. Yes. Right. So is our next giveaway seems legit sewing packs? Pretty much. But it's not going to come with hardware and stuff. It's going to come with, like, other stuff. I think that's what it should have. That's just me. So I'm going to fold that over and shove that in. And this is getting very full, guys. And that's enough. Like, you don't... The whole point was not to go and spend millions of dollars. The whole point was to make something for someone else. Look at that. I know she says she likes silver, but the sunflowers and the gold just goes better. I made that call and I regret nothing. Sewing notions. See, like that. I paint the back of the vinyl and let it soak up into the back. See, that's clever. Too late now. Don't play with a knife. You're as bad as your mother. That being me. Love knives. I use the emu pattern to make the Beetlejuice panel bag. See how fantastic. I love emu. I need to get templates for it because I always forget. I go through my templates. I'm like, ooh, what am I going to make? I love emu. Emu is the perfect size for panels. But how fun's the pack, right? It's got a little bit of everything. It's got clips for sewing. It's got a treat that you can carry all the time with your keys. It's got a bag that you can put anything in. I'm going to turn this the other way. Have some tea. Apparently it's very good for cardiovascular. I googled it. We've got a hair clip and we've got a bracelet. That's enough, right? Do not overdo it and do not stress yourself about filling it. That is not the point of this exercise. The exercise is to make something nice for someone else. I could keep going. I could do this all day and fill all the things. But at some point, I said fill it. That is full. It's got more than one item. And even if you did one item, maybe you would do, like, I don't know, something big and elaborate and fabulous. That is also fine. You could make a laser cut wooden Christmas countdown. That would work. You could make a cute little name plaque. You could do anything. Instead of this, you could do a lasered drink container. That would fit. That was my other option. So my choice 2 was going to be, I'll show you, because I have one here, right? So option 2 was going to be this with a straw charm, because it would pretty much take up all the space in there as well, right? And I already had this sitting here. I got it on clearance for like $9 or $10. I just have them. I have so many things here. So this would also be an option, and you could either put stickers if you have a Cricut machine, or you could laser it if you've got a laser, or, you know, if you've got one of those UV sticker printing things, you could put a UV sticker and then it's like good to go forever and a day. It doesn't have to be all sewing, but it doesn't have to be not all sewing. Literally, very little rules. Hand make it yourself, shove it in a bag. You can theme the whole thing. So I kind of ran with the theme of sunflowers because that's what she said her favorite flower was. It's why I did so many options for their favorite things. So you can just latch onto one idea and do it for everything. Like if they had a favorite sports team, you could, if you've got a printer or whatever, you could just cover everything in that sports team. There's no rules. If I knew she was into spooky stuff, she also may have got like a little coffin box because I think they're fantastic. And I could have just taken one from my stock then. Right? Hampers are fun. Next year I'm doing Christmas hampers for everyone as well, I think. So I can just throughout the year shop little items. I'm going to get like big shopping bags and have their names on the front and then just fill them with the items throughout the year. And then that way Christmas is not a big expensive money suck because it can get quite expensive. I've been doing my things for ages. And also I'm not spending lots of money because it's not about the money. That's not what Christmas is supposed to be. Shit tons of money on the gift. Besides, now that I've got this machine, everyone's getting t-shirts. Because I can. But there you go. I I think that's fun. That's officially, I've now done the square one as well. I made a ring pin cushion. That's cool. See? How many cool ideas do you guys have? Before I get off here, because I've been here for like 2 hours, it's fine. But it took 2 hours and I made the whole thing. Before I go, what are some other ideas that you're putting in yours? Because I'd like to give everybody else other options as well. So what are the things that you're doing? I could name other things till I'm blue in the face, but I'd love to see what things you guys have come up with, because we don't all think the same. And it might be something so obvious to you that you're like, oh, I never thought to do that. So if you would be so kind as to, if you're in the swapsy or if you're gift giving and handmade stuff for Christmas this year, let us all together know what you're putting in. Hey, cat. Obsidian. Don't you bite me. Won't end well for you. We don't bite Mum. No, we don't. We don't bite Mum. Sublimation kitchen towels. See? That's a fantastic idea. Everybody needs kitchen towels. Literally everyone. Ring pin cushion does sound cool. Oh, I should have worn my crown today. Maybe next year I'll try and make a point to wear my beautiful crowns that I bought myself more often. Does anyone have a cutter that you put your old cutting blades in that you use for cutting connector threads at machines? I've made mannequin pin cushions and luggage bag water bottle holders. Ooh, that's cool. Themed notebook covers, fancy charm pens. See, I love a good pen. You guys send me pens in the mail, and I swear to God, I use them till they run out of ink. They are my favorite. The skull pens that I was sent, I've actually used the ink out of both of them now, and I need to refill it. I already refilled my resin turned pen that lives in my handbag. Love a good pen. I love a pretty pen, actually. Pretty pens are the best. And a notebook with a pen would fit in here beautifully. I'll show you. Hold that thought. I have some blank notebooks here. So you could take it, you could paint it if you're a painter, or you could Cricut something. I would iron on. This one's a plastic cover, so I would iron onto this. I did iron a DTF onto this particular plastic, but that would fit beautifully with a little pen. You could, if you've got a Cricut, you could maybe do some little stickers and have like a theme, and you could go like journaling style. That'd be awesome. See, another very different route, still amazing. I love that. What else we got? Magnetic bookmark. See? That also holds a pen. Oh, look at that. That's a great idea. Everybody needs to jot down notes. I'm sending my dad one. It says Zeke's to-do list on the front. And I'm sending one to his partner, my stepmother, and she is getting the sarcastic one that I embroidered forever ago. Bye, Teresa. Thank you for popping in. A needle keeper where you could keep all of like your sewing needles. That's cool. Notebook covers are always a good one too. So if you're struggling to think of ideas what to put in, a notebook cover made out of vinyl or fabric would be great. Magnets of any kind are fun. You could do sewing theme ones for the fridge. You could do little ones for the sewing machine. If you crochet, a little fun crocheted something that you could either just have or turn it into a bag charm. I'm collecting crocheted horror characters at the moment, so that's fun. Always love that. I put a magnet in one side and a washer on the other. See? How clever. Love a cable keeper. They're always fun, and they're a great scrap buster. You would have to buy nothing for them. I should make some. I want to make bat ones. I think that'd be cool. I should make some bat ones out of all my scraps and then take them to the market and just have them be like free with any purchase. Cable keepers are great though. Organize your stuff. And just like that, we've filled another one. with completely different ideas. Please do a video, bat ones. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone that's got like an SVG file for bat cable keepers, and I'm probably just gonna buy it and then use Nigel to cut them all out. And I've got 1,000 plastic press studs, so I could just use all of them to get it done. And they could come in all different colors then. Can use them and put my logo on one side. Oh, and then they're a promotional item. I was just thinking this morning, should I start taking merch and having merch? And that would be a great way to do that. Love it. Love it. Oh, I forgot one thing. I forgot something. Hold on. It's about to get very loud in here. Just trust the process. Everything is fine. We're gonna connect Neville, and he's gonna beep and make lots of noise. See? And he's off. He does like a warm-up, clean-up thing. But I wanted to do a shirt for her to add into the back. Self-promotion is important. So, a couple of things. I want to do a separate video on this. But one of the things I do to stand out from others at my market is metal business cards. You have no idea how excited other people, as well as me, get excited that my business cards are metal, not paper. They are much less likely to throw it away when it's metal because it's different and it's fancy and it feels more expensive. I do want to offer them next year where you can just come to me and order like 50 or 100 or 500 or whatever. It's on my list of holiday things to organize. I need to work out how much they cost me, how much I'm going to charge, what size packages I want to do. But metal business cards, I swear to God, everybody loves the metal ones, and they usually put them in their wallet, not just in their bag to fall to the bottom. So it is a very good idea, just so you're all aware. Oh, I made a whole bunch of You're Not the Boss of Me's, and I don't know which one I'm going to pick. Probably that one. Scale it down. So, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not, but let me show you anyway. I did a You're Not the Boss of Me that looks like it's been like embroidered. I've obviously got to remove the background, but I think we're going to print that and put that in her pack so she can make her own shirt. There's a button I can click that will remove the background for me. It cost me 6 credits, which is like, I don't even know how much, but I don't care. So much easier. Bam! And then I can save this for future life problems and never have to do it again. So, how big do we want it? Here's a tape measure. I have multiples hanging around. 20 centimeters. It's a big circle. Maybe that's a bit big. Maybe 18. Big circle. Yes. That looks good, doesn't it? You guys probably can't tell. So, we're going to crop the image just so that I've got all of the bits. Oh, there's my bits. Make it 180. Okay. It's 184. You know what? That's going to work out just fine. We're going to print. It is going to take 2 minutes and 6 seconds. And then we can add it in. I mean, it takes a little bit longer because then it puts the dust and it cooks and all the things. But still cool. These will be in the pack. These will be in the Legita pack. Legita pack? That could work. QR codes on a keychain. That's cool. I can show you the metal business cards. I had them. They are sitting just over here. And because I'm ridiculous, they live in a mimic chest. So this is the front. It's got a QR code. It does work. I have tried it. And then for people that are not technologically advanced, I have got my website and phone number on the back, right? You can add whatever, so long as it's monotone, you can literally do whatever you want, but it's metal. Obviously I went with green. I am who I am. And then I just let them live in the mimic chest. People love it. They get very excited. They're like, oh, it's metal, how cool. And then most of them go and try and make sure the QR code works. So I will be offering these next year. You can get them in black and green and pink and purple and blue and, you know, all the colours. Not white. Can't do silver. Doesn't work like that. But I promise people are way more likely to keep it when it's cool, right? They love the metal. They don't want to waste it. They don't want to throw it out. It's not just a piece of cardboard. I personally have found these are a huge hit. Everybody wants one. So anyway, that's an option to think about next year because I will be offering them. I'll be offering a lot more like customized stuff for you guys next year. I'm going to set it up in my website. I've got to think of a cool name for the subsection. I'm also going to try and get all of my jewelry stuffs on the website next year as well, so that you can order your custom jewelry. I just need to work out how to do it like the easiest way. It'll be fine. So it's finished the print part. Now it's going to shake out the dust and then spit it out the bottom, and then I can just add it in to here, and she can have a You're Not the Boss of Me shirt. Because it's fun. And again, I'm just ridiculous. These things make me happy. I could also, if I wanted to, go over to my wall of stock. If I wanted to keep stuffing it more and more and more, you could do like reusable face washes, like mini ones that I made. I did a video on that. Sunglasses case. What else have I got over there? Decision coins. I've got a Santa key. I've got a coffin shelf. I've got tumblers, rings, jewelry. So many more things, but we're not overdoing it. That's still jam-packed. Look at it all shoved in there. So many options. I think I'm going to create a lanyard that will hold snips and a pocket for clips. Oh my god, that's cool. So you can just have it like right there. I love that idea. Your snips. Wha! Love it. Just in a little holster. You should buy them snips as well. I should laser engrave my snips. And that is how my life gets sidetracked, people. I'm assuming we want to hang around to see the end result of this thing. It won't take long. It'll take like 5 minutes or less. I'm trying to use up all the stuff I have. I'm looking around going, alright, what's next on my list of things to do? I do need to make a bunch of shirts, but I'm waiting on my white ink to show up. I've had to buy more because I've been using it so much. It's in the mail though, so it's totally good. And it's coming from somewhere in Australia, so it should be here next week. We have created a monster. You totally have. It's fine. It's fine. All these things are fun. We all know I customize everything anyway, right? I love it. It makes me happy. So why shouldn't we? Neville's droppings. Yes, let's all stare at Neville's droppings. He poops it out the bottom, so you're not far off. So they're called DTFs, which is direct to film, not down to F-bomb. Much like many people, when I'm like, oh, it's a DTF, and they all look at me with that smirk. It's not what it is. It's direct to film. So it's like the cricket once you've weeded it, basically, but it's not sticky. I need to go and get some heat transfer tape today at Spotlight. That's what I'm going to go drop this off, because it's on the way to Spotlight. And then I'm gonna go and get the tape so you can like hold it in place while you iron stuff and it won't shift when you're moving it. Very handy. I've tried normal sticky tape, it shrivels up and has a bit of a meltdown, so you have to get the heat stuff, which Spotlight sell, as long as they've got it in stock, so it's fine. And then I need to come up with a way. So my fan in my Slayer, the S1, has cracked it. It's broken. I'm waiting on a replacement, and I can't cut reindeer until it's here. So I need to come up with some kind of a suction solution so that I can make all the reindeers. They're very important that I take the reindeers because it's the coolest idea ever. He still hasn't pooped it out yet. I keep checking. I also think that these I'm going to DTF on. I sent one to Sandra. I don't know if she's still here or not, but I sent one to Sandra because I can iron on pretty designs on these. What kind of turnaround would you be looking at to pay it off? Pay what off? The DTF machine. I mean, all up, I don't know how much is it at the moment. Let me have a look. Because they always do crazy sales. If you live near me, you could come over and do a bit of a look-see. It would probably pay itself off fairly quickly though if you sold the DTFs to the general public, or if you were going to do like a t-shirt business, because you make money on the t-shirts. Like even if you charge $20 a shirt, you can get blanks for like $4 to $6 from Kmart. And that, the print part of it doesn't actually cost very much. There it is. I'm trying to see how much it is on sale at the moment, because I think it's on sale. So the whole thing standing up, and so it's an all-in-one bundle. So that gives you an air purifier and the machine and the baking, everything. Is $12,848. It's on sale at the moment. And that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. Like, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It is a lot, but you'd buy it for business purposes. You do make your money back very quickly on it, but if you've already got an air purifier, you don't need another one. And you don't have to have the cooking thing, right? So if you just bought the printing part, just the print head is, and this is Australian, it's 8,500 pretty much, but you don't have to have that baking thing. You can manually put the glue on and then just kind of hover it under your heat press that's turned on to melt the glue down. So you don't have to have the whole system. You could get away with just the print head part, and then manually sprinkle the glue on, and you just have like a tray. So you scoop it up and then rub off the excess, and then just hover it under your heat press and it melts the glue. So you don't have to have the whole fancy setup that I've got, and you would save yourself some money. But these, like, people buy game sheets all the time. I'm about to offer them all to you guys. So you can buy designs that perfectly fit your handbags that you want to make. You can do a matching little one that goes with a big one. You can have a matching key fob. You can like do all of these things by buying them and then ironing them on yourself. I'm still in the testing phase where I'm seeing how many things it will iron to. So far, it irons to plastic. Lots of different kinds of plastic. I've tried at least 2 styles of plastic so far. I'll get it because it's nearly done. Oh, it just spat it out. Hold that thought. So for those that didn't watch me go around and label everything, this is my power bank that runs my laser and my laptop at market. So I don't need a PowerPoint. I can be in a field and do stuff. And I called him Juice Willis. We asked ChatGPT of funny names to call him. And I ironed this on. So that is DTF that I printed, and then I ironed it on. Yes, it's crooked. Don't judge me. It moved. Ooh. See, he's all finished now. So that is plastic. I've also done it on notebooks. I've also done it on vinyl and t-shirts. I'm trying a lot of different things to see what it'll align on. Later, either this weekend probably, I'm going to try it on glass and then put it through the dishwasher and see if it's dishwasher safe. You're not the boss of me. Now, I know it looks weird because I haven't got the background color, but it'll be fabulous. It also prints this weird line of colors. We cut that off. We don't send that out to people. Right? We don't send that. I'll cut it better in a second. But this is pretty much as wide as you can print. So if you're doing handbags, you can get them 2 deep and then do about a 1/2 meter sheet is what I can do in one go. And then it cuts it and then you'll just do another one. So that is an option. But you can make, like I know one lady who got the machine and she does t-shirts. And she reckons she's nearly made her money back and it's been like 2 months. So it depends on what your business model looks like. But if you want to sell them, or if you, like I'm doing them on handbags from now on. So all my handbags are going to have awesome custom AI generated designs because I can't design. I didn't do this. Google Gemini AI designed this for me and then it gave me like a few options. But it looks great. I don't know if you can see it. But see how it's got the detail of the threads like it's been hand stitched in wool. So cool. I love it. So anyway, this is going in the box. I am just going to cut down the film because we don't need to send all this excess film. It's not pretty. That's pretty much my reasoning for everything. It's not pretty. Alright, chop all that off. And then that can also go in the bag. I'm going to roll it up. Right? So this is the back with the glue. See how the glue is like all melty? It's very, very clever. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. And then we shove that into any hole that we've got left. Ta-da! So it is an investment, but custom bags is my game. And I can do all custom bags. You could also start doing merch. So things like this, you can put Iron People's logo on them. And then you can sell merch for others. I'm going to make myself some. Like you guys just said, I could print off my logo in different colors and put them on the bats. How much to ship? So here's the thing. I'm going to look up how much it is to ship like an A4 folder. Like a, you know, like the big paper-sized envelopes. I'm going to go to the post office today and work out how much a paper-sized envelope is to ship to America. And then that way, you guys can buy all the DTFs and all the things. And it'll just be in an envelope. So however much, because it's up to a certain amount of grams or a certain thickness or whatever. So as much as I can cram in, that's what we can ship because it's the cheapest way as an envelope. So I'm going to go look that up today. Maybe I can get a flight to Australia to see it and a holiday. Oh, see? Love that. Don't forget the double-sided tape. What double-sided tape? What? What have I done? Oh, to buy today. Yeah, I need double-sided tape and I need heat-resistant tape. I need to buy a lot of things. But these I bought because I was going to laser engrave them. But I don't like how they looked. So this was laser engraved and I don't like how it looks at all. I think it looks tacky. It's not dark. I don't like it, right? It's fine. It was an experiment. I didn't know. I bought them cheap enough. I don't like them. So these can now be used to iron on stuff in general. You could make spooky ones or you could just do them as a merch thing. I'd love to offer merch to people. So like you guys that are out doing markets, I'd love to be able to offer stuff like that. It'd be awesome. What we're going to do actually, because this one's stuffed, we're going to cut it off throw that bit in the bin, and then I've got this for something else because I really don't like it. It just, I don't know, it doesn't look the way I thought it was going to look. I thought it was going to be like dark and contrasting, and it's not. It's brown. So these will now all get probably, seems legit, put on them. And again, free with any purchase. Have some, you know, Tory merch. All the merch. I also got these from X-Tool. So there's a whole bunch of different shaped wooden key rings. I haven't quite decided what I'm doing with them either. Whoops. Threw it away. They're cool enough. It doesn't suit what I'm trying to do with the lasering, because I'm not taking the DTF to a market. Unless it was a weekend market where I didn't have to pack up and set up, maybe that would be worth it. But at this stage, no dice. It's heavy. It's a pain. It's so heavy. So just the printing part, not the whole oven, but just the printer is 34 kilograms. It came on 2 mini pellets, but it's so cool. But it's moving today, so I'll show you that later. You'll get a new home and I'll make it all pretty. But no, I will be able to ship DTFs to America. I will work out, I'll find out the envelopes, how much they are, and then I'm gonna buy green envelopes because I am who I am. You can't convince me not to. It'll be fine. And then maybe I could throw one of those in there because it might fit. I don't know. We'll find out. But DTFs, they are awesome. They go on, you can iron them on vinyl. You've just got to put a piece of fabric and not your Teflon sheet. Your Teflon sheet's not enough to not damage your vinyl. Just so you're all aware before you go and do it, and then curse me out because it didn't work. It does work. You need fabric. And if you're doing lighter kind of vinyls, make sure that either you've already pre-washed your fabric or it hasn't got dark colors or red, because it bleeds into your vinyl. How do I know? Ask me how I know. It's because I did it, because I'm an idiot. I literally had like a faded print because it transferred on. So just be careful of that as well. All the things, right? Oh, I need to stop scratching it. It's itchy because it's healing. Bloody cat. Anyway, it's fine. We're all fine. I'm gonna go. You should all go get onto your swapsy. It took me what? Less than 2 hours. 2 hours. Plus cutout time, so let's say 3 hours. Depending on what you're putting in though as well. Like if you're gonna fill yours full of like handmade jams and stuff, obviously that's gonna take a while in the kitchen. It was my plan until I ate it. Easy to ask forgiveness and permission. Also though, X-Tool does have like a pay it off over like a period of time. So if you did want to invest in the DTF printer, you can pay it off like monthly. They have that as an option. It says it somewhere. Somewhere. I don't know where it is, but there is definitely you can pay it off over a period of time where you pay it off monthly, because it is a lot of money. But if you worked really hard, you could probably make all of that in profits just from the machine. It just depends on what you're doing in life. But I love it. And I'm so happy I have it, because it's awesome. And then next year, I promise, we'll start doing DTFs next year. I'm going to work out how much it costs and what the market is for how much to price them and all the things. I promise. We're going to have them next year. We're also going to have a lot of like the bag tags, metal business cards, all the stuff. Because I enjoy having that, and I understand that not everyone has time, skill, or money to buy the laser. I get it. I'm just excessive, and it's fine. But also, if you were going to buy one laser, and one laser only, you should get this one, because then you can take it with you and do on-the-spot engravings, and you make lots of money, because people like custom things. How long does the ink last? Depends on how much printing you're doing. The white goes the quickest, so I've already had to buy more white. I've used about half of what they sent me. So in the startup kit, you get half a litre. I've already used about half of that. I want to make sure that it never dries out because I don't want to have to deal with the drama of like chunky dried out ink anywhere. So it got down to like a little bit and I've bought more. Same with, that's called moisturizing liquid. Apparently you can substitute it for distilled water if you need to. But the inks came as a half litre. So you get half litre of everything. And I'm looking at the inks now and there's still crap tons there. So it's the white you run out of the most because the white goes on the back of all the inks. So it prints your picture and then it prints white on the back of everything so that it can be ironed on to anything and the colours don't bleed through. So white's your big one that you're going to have to use the most of. And a roll of film is like 215 Australian dollars, but you get 100 metres. So it works out to like, what, $2.15 a metre or something to that effect. So again, it's a big initial cost, but then it'll last you ages. I'll be buying some of that in the new year. It's so good though. I love the machine. And if you go and watch my video, I literally video me setting it up. I do surprisingly well for someone that doesn't read instructions very often. But I turned it on, it had no issues. One thing you do have to think about is it likes humidity. So if you're in a humid climate like me, it's living its best life. If you don't have humidity, you might need to put a humidifier near it. It likes to be warm and sticky, turns out. Who knew? I only found that out because my friend who purchased one rang me to ask what's this, and I didn't know because I don't have that issue here. It's hot and sticky here all year round, so it should be fine. But other than that, you just hit go and like it just does everything. It's so easy, which is surprising because I have spoken to a few other companies that have a DTF printer and they told me they're a temperamental nightmare and you have to use it every day or it dies. I deliberately left this for like 4 or 5 days just to see what would happen and it worked fine. So you don't have that drama, which I appreciate because if you go on holiday, you obviously can't play with it every single day. But it does like a self-cleaning, moisturizing, whatever it's doing, it's stopping the issues that I have read about. Which is awesome because it's just clever. And it's self-standing, so you don't need it. Like if you buy the whole thing, it's self-standing, so you don't need an extra bench. It's on wheels, you just wheel it to where you want, and then it's got legs that you kind of like screw down so that then it doesn't shift while it's printing. Good to go. But the ink, so I got half a litre, 500 mils, half a litre. I don't know what that is in like American, sorry. And the only thing I currently need to buy is water and moisturizing liquid, which again, if I go and find distilled water somewhere, I can use that as a backup. But it's coming in the mail. I got the tracking yesterday and it's coming from Australia. So it'll be here next week. And I won't use all that in a week. I mean, I could. I definitely could, but I won't. Because I don't want to run out. Anyway. Everyone go make your swapsy stuff. Inspire me. And anybody that gets one, if you're still here and you're going to get one, please take a photo so that we can all see the ideas. Hear that? Turned itself off. Love that. Canada and Australia are basically equal. Okay, cool. It is so cool though, I promise. And if you're the only one in the area, you can offer it to everybody. I love it. I love it. I almost love it more than Slayer. And I love Slayer. Slayer does all my wood stuff though. Anyway, I'm going because I have to go down the street. I have to get out of my like house shorts, get dressed into something somewhat presentable. I'm going to go to the post office so I can find out the things I need to know. I've also got to post something, so I've got to go there anyway. And I've got to get an envelope, fully enough, because I I did it for my friend, which is why I don't know the official pricing of stuff. But I have printed off some stuff that I need to send in the mail. Bam! So I'm going to post that. I'm going to find out how much it is to ship an envelope to America so I can send those that want the You're Not the Boss of Me. I'll do like a whole pack of them. It'd be fun. Or you can just get custom ones. Send me the pictures and I'll do them. Life is good. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.